Now I'm in my 2002 Mercedes CLK 320, and I'm going to be showing you guys around and showing you guys how I'm turning this car into, well, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I turned this car that I got for $1,200 into about $3,500. Hopefully, we'll see. We have someone coming to look at it today for $3,500, and I'll be showing you guys the ad, showing you guys the car and everything that I did to it to make it. So let me show you guys around the car. So now I'm gonna be showing you guys my favorite part about the car, which is the convertible. It is so fun to drive with the top down. I'll show you guys how it works. Take it for a little drive and see how she goes. How clean this thing is. Like, find something wrong with it. Please. To fully prepare this thing for the sale, we're gonna clean up underneath the hood. The 3.2 liter V6. It's funny, the guy who sold it to me thought it was a 4-cylinder turbocharged. I was like, I don't see no turbo. And that's definitely a V6, so. Yeah, it's kind of funny, the guy had no idea what he had. But let's get to cleaning. So the reason why I got such a good deal on it was because the guy wanted to trade this thing in for a Tesla. And Tesla decided to throw him that lowball offer of $500. And he was kind of offended by that, so he was like, no, I could definitely get more than that on my own. And I was lucky because he told my mom about that, and my mom was like, "Oh, my son buys and sells cars." But I mean, she didn't say sells cars. She's like, "Yeah, my son's kind of looking for a car. You know, he might be interested in buying it." And so he was like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, I'd sell it to him for like, you know, double the estimate that Tesla gave me. You know, that'd be great." Like, she told me about it, showed me the pictures of it, and I was like, "Of course." So I checked it out, thought it was great, as you guys can see too, obviously, and I picked it up. So I kind of got lucky with that one because, you know, I got to see it before the market did, and I'm able to, you know, just give him like the only offer that he had instead of, you know, Marketplace throwing him all sorts of different offers and, you know, him possibly trying to get more for it than $1,200. But, you know, just immediately throwing him the $1,200 offer right at his asking price, he just couldn't say no because it was double what Tesla said, and like more than double. So I got really lucky on that one, but you don't always get those kind of deals. But you see cars, I'll admit, not really as clean as this, but you can get $1,200 cars. It's really not unheard of. Like, you don't really need that much money to start doing this. And this is after just a simple armor all on the engine bay, making everything look beautiful. You know, when you pop the hood of a car and you see a clean engine bay, you just, I mean, I'm not trying to fool anyone, but it just makes you think, you know, this car's been maintained. You know, it's worth my time to, you know, take just a few minutes to, you know, armor all everything you possibly can. Make sure to do, you know, the places that you kind of don't really realize. A good detail does go a long way. You know, people love to see, people love to buy cars that are clean. Everything about it has been kept up. So we're heading out to meet the buyer right now. This car got a lot of attention. This guy said that he's worked for Mercedes for a long time, and that he said that this car is worth every penny that I'm asking for if it's in such good condition. I don't know, but I overslept, and he went to Albertsons right next to my house, and I didn't meet him, so now I'm driving over to him just out of the kindness of my heart. Just kidding. It's my fault, so I'm just making up for it. Got the title ready to go. Make sure it's always notarized. Let's see, where's it at? Make sure the title's always notarized and ready to go so they could just sign it over. Alright, so I don't know what else to cover. Just kind of grab all your stuff out of the car. I mean, that's pretty obvious. And then meet up with them. Still starts good. A really good tip. So if they want to see the car and they haven't negotiated over text, right? And the car's in really good condition, just forget about any offer they give you. Just say no. Like, buying cars, people will say yes to your offers. If you're firm and like, they're like, "Oh, hey, you know, will you take $2,000? No. Like, you literally just be like, let me think. No. Don't be that rude, but like, literally just do not fall for that. Like, I don't know. Like, they're coming to see the car for the price that they said, and if there's nothing else wrong with the car, then they're gonna buy it for the price. They're just trying to save some money. Like, and don't let them. Like, I don't know. They wouldn't be coming to, like, wasting their time and like coming to see the car and all this stuff as long as they don't find other things wrong with it. Like, if they say like, "Oh, this wasn't in the ad," and you know it wasn't, and like the AC doesn't work or something like that, then yeah, like, take a little bit of price down. But like, if everything works that you said and they want to see it and like the car is clean, then don't negotiate at all. Like, at all. It works literally every time. Like, people always try and talk me down, and I'm just like, nah, man. Like, try and find some. I'll say, no, tell me what's wrong with the car, and they'll be like, but when I sell stuff, I literally don't let them negotiate me at all. Works every single time. It's literally hilarious. I'm gonna mob with the top down one more time because it's just freaking sick. Then this thing pops up. Then the rear thingy pops up. This starts going, or it goes back, starts sucking in, and it gets stuck right there. And see, all you have to do is just bend that because it kind of gets stuck like open. Yes, sir. Bring a transformer up in here, dude. Alright, we out of here. Alright, I'll let you guys know what happens. See if he's okay with like me recording, or I don't know, but I'll probably just do a little recap after. Alright, so we just got back from selling the Mercedes, and I'm just gonna go over with you guys what happened. So I wrote up this little list just to show kind of visually how everything went down. And so it was the 2002 Mercedes CLK 320, and I purchased it for $1,200. So when I first bought the car, I didn't really look at it that much. I didn't really care because it was $1,200 and it was that clean and it ran and drive pretty well. So I just kind of went over there and bought it. And then as I, took more look at it, I kind of figured out a couple things that were wrong with it. So it leaked from the transmission just barely. Like there was literally one drip on my driveway in the past like few days. The climate control button. So when you would try and turn up the AC, then like it wouldn't work. You could turn it down, but you couldn't turn it up. But you could turn it on auto, and then turn the AC all the way down, and then it would automatically turn up the fans in order to, compensate and make it cold in the car, like automatically. Mismatched paint on the bumper. It looked like it had been in a wreck, I guess. It looked like the bumper had been replaced or something because it didn't completely match the fender perfectly. One of the wheels was just slightly different, like literally so. It was the same exact wheel, but it was definitely a replica, and it was not the exact same as the other three. And then the brake pad started kind of squeaking too if you had it at like a certain position with your foot. I always like to calculate how much time I put into doing this, so this one was really quick. I washed and waxed it and cleaned up the interior, vacuumed it out, did the headlight restoration. I do this all the time, so it's pretty quick, so it only took me like about an hour and a half. Driving to pick it up, I had my friend follow me too, so that kind of took a little bit extra, but it took about an hour. And then showing the buyer, he was asking a bunch of questions and showing me stuff, and it took an hour and a half because we, driving it and doing the whole deal and negotiation and stuff, so it took about 4 hours total. I listed it up for $3,800, and with all these things wrong with it, I was telling him about it, and I just decided to let it go to him for $2,800 because that was his offer, and I just decided to offload this one pretty quickly before anything happened to it. So I came up with a profit of $1,600, and it took me about 4 hours, so I calculated it out to about $400 an hour. Now obviously, like, that's not consistent. Like, for the past few days, I haven't made any money. Like, if this is full-time, then $400 an hour is nice, but you're not going to be making that every single day and every single hour that you want to work. So overall, this was a great flip. Got it done super quick. It was a great car. Trying to find deals that are worth going to look at that aren't all messed up. It just takes a lot of time, and this should be calculated into how much time is taken into like doing this job. But I would like work pretty much if I did this every single day, just scrolling through. This isn't too bad. Like, it's not any like manual labor or anything difficult. Yeah, I'm looking at some Jeep Cherokees and stuff. I'm trying to pick up another one. I miss my old ZJ. I'll drop a clip in right now. If you guys want to learn more about this side gig in order to make more money and have a lot of fun with cars, make sure to subscribe. I want to like make more content about this, but you know, I just don't have any motivation because I only have like 5 subscribers. So, you know, I'd like to record it and just keep it for myself, but I don't have any, like, I don't know, I just don't feel like it's worth it. And so if you guys could subscribe, that'd be great. I've done this with a lot of different cars. This is actually number 13 and I'm 20 years old. So if you guys, you know, I'm not a pro or anything, but if you want some tips or, you know, just to find out what it's about, make sure to subscribe. Yeah, I'd love to make more videos about this. And yeah, I've had all sorts of cars, like had a Volkswagen GTI, I've had an Audi A3, I've had 3 different Jeeps. I'll pop them up right here. I've had 3 different Mustangs. My very first car was a V6 Mustang that I got for $4,300, and then I sold it for $5,600, and that's what kind of gained my appreciation and kind of like figured out that this is actually possible. Like, anyone can really do this. Like, I literally just find the cars on Facebook Marketplace and then just post them up for more, and then people come and buy them. Like, it's easy as that. Literally, like, most of the time the cars are super clean. I always try and find a clean car. If there's anything wrong with it, you know, that I can't fix pretty much immediately right away with like no money, then I don't really buy it. Like, I only buy clean cars, and people love to buy clean cars, so I just make a really nice ad, post it up for a lot more than I bought it for, let them lowball you a little bit. That's the best thing, is just like make it just like some ridiculous offer or like price, and people just like lowball you and make them feel like it's a good deal, and then they'll just come and buy it. It's honestly, like, you know, I make it sound kind of simple, but it really is. Like, a lot of these cars, just like this one, I really have done absolutely nothing to. What is this guy doing? Is anyone in that car? Yeah, there is. Huh. But yeah, I don't really do anything to the cars. I normally just, you know, clean them up really nice, make a nice ad, and list it for sale. So if you guys want to see more content about that and more tips and tricks of how I find the good deals and how I post them and all sorts of stuff like that, make sure to subscribe. I'd love to make more videos. And